What's going on, everybody? It's EricRayweather back here, and in today's video, we're going to be going over the mid-season player ratings update. So basically, what's going on is we're midway through the season, pretty much. Most teams have played 8 or 9 games thus far, and what EA does is they do kind of an overhaul of the ratings midway through the season, and they highlight some of the guys that have went up the most, some of the guys that have actually went down the most, and things like that. So we're going to briefly cover that in today's video. If you are new to the channel and you like staying up to date with Madden news, tips, gameplay, make sure to hit the subscribe button and make sure to hit the bell icon so that you join the notification squad. So let's get into it. It says here, it is that special time of year. It is the mid-season Madden NFL 19 Ratings Awards. You're right, those aren't real awards, and nobody actually gets anything. Yada, yada, yada. They're kind of just small talking here. It says some people say they pay for fame, others for money, but we all know the truth. These guys only play football to see themselves in Madden. Guess just kind of joking around here. So, let's just kind of skip past that because they're kind of just like, it's kind of just like a little BS intro right there. So, the first half MVP of the year is Todd Gurley. As you can see, he is now a 95 overall, and what you can do is you can actually click here, and you can go back and see how their ratings, have changed each week, throughout the course of the year. Now, when the year started, he was a 92 overall, so that means through the first half of the year, he has actually jumped up 3 overall, and you can see, how some of his individual ratings have jumped up with that. So, yes, Todd Gurley has definitely had one of the best years so far, definitely one of the top MVP candidates. It says, it seems like such a long time ago when I asked Todd Gurley for his own ratings prediction for Madden 18. All he said was, I started out of college with an 80, so if they give me anything less than that, somebody at EA Sports is going to have to fight me. That season, he started as an 85 overall, but his post-Jeff Fisher career has been very kind to him. He's now climbed into the mid-90s, has established himself as an elite running back, and won the crown for first half MVP. So moving along here, first half rookie is Phillip Lindsay. He has actually had a really, really good year. I mean, with so many great players that were drafted, especially like Barkley at the running back position who's also been killing it. But Phillip Lindsay was not one of those guys that was, expected to be doing what he's doing so far. He is now an 81 overall, and you can see if you go all the way back to the beginning of the year, he was a 69 overall. So that is quite a jump in just, a few weeks. 8 to 9 weeks. That's pretty crazy. So as you can see, his ball carrier vision, elusiveness, juke move, all of that has gone up. It says the Denver Broncos have been a struggle, excuse me, but leave it to a rookie running back to provide the brightest spot of the season. And you might remember too, Royce Freeman was the guy that a lot of people thought was going to be the guy there, and Phillip Lindsay has kind of really taken over as that best back on the team, and Royce Freeman still definitely gets the ball a little bit there, but Phillip Lindsay's really, really been amazing. So, going to keep moving down the list. Most improved player of the first half, obviously Patrick Mahomes, another MVP candidate, probably the front runner right now. He is now a 90 overall. If you go back to the beginning of the year, I'm pretty sure he was I'm going to take a guess. I'm pretty sure he was like a 78 to start the year. Let's see. Yeah, 79, so I was close. 79, he's going up 11 overall points. Speed, throw power, accuracy definitely is going up a lot. Awareness. Says, look, I had to talk about him. Mahomes has quickly become the best QB in the NFL. I don't know if I'll say best QB in the NFL just yet. Having the best season for sure, but you still definitely have to, pay respect to guys like Brady and Breeze. And I mean Aaron Rodgers as well, even though he's kind of not having his best of years. But Patrick Mahomes definitely having the best year. It says, yes, he has tons of talent surrounding him, but his level of defensive dissection is next level right now. He sports the poise of a QB that has years of NFL experience, and his cannon of an arm makes excellent use of the speedster Tyreek Hill. He's gone from a decent QB to elite, and his momentum through the ratings is proof of that. Now we have some big movers here for QB. Phillip Rivers is now a 92 overall. Phillip Rivers has been kind of more of like a mid-80s guy for the past few Maddens. If you even go back to the beginning of the year, he's 87, mid 80s guy. He's gone up 5 overall to a 92. He is also someone that is in the MVP running right now too, having a great year. Let's see, you go to Jared Goff here. He is now at 87 overall. Someone else that I would say is probably in the MVP running as well, probably more towards the bottom. He's an 87 overall. When the year started, he was an 83, so he's going up 4 overall. He's definitely one of the more crucial parts of that offense along with Todd Gurley. Go to Ryan Fitzpatrick here. We can see that he is now an 80 overall, and you're saying, well, he's an 80 overall. It doesn't sound like his overall's that high. Well, to start the year, he was 73, and which might be a little too low. He probably should have been like a 76, 77. Like, Ryan Fitzpatrick's not a terrible QB, but nonetheless, he's now an 80. He's gone up quite a bit, and, with good reason. When he's been in the game, that the Bucs have had chances to win and have won some big games. When Winston was in the game, they didn't look so hot. Big movers for halfbacks. James Conner is now an 82 overall. I feel like that's a little low. I think he's been playing. He's honestly MVP candidate-ish right now, especially like after the last couple games. Like, he keeps proving like, Le'Veon Bell who. Like, that's kind of what you think right now when you look at what they've been able to do with James Conner. 82 overall. Now, yes, at the start of the year, was a 73, so he has gone up a lot, but I feel like 82 is still not doing him quite enough justice yet. I would say, of course, you're not going to put this guy in the 90s just yet, only because it's his first real year as a starter, but I would say more like 84, 85 might have been a little bit more fair, because, even though it is his first year, he's really tearing it up right now. Christian McCaffrey, a 91 overall. Someone else is having a very, very good year. He started the year at an 87 overall, which was still pretty good. So he's going up 4 points overall to a 91. Let's see, it looks like his speed has stayed the same, but it looks like his stuff, like his juke and his spin, is definitely going up a little bit. So McCaffrey definitely having a good year. Had a really good game last night. Kareem Hunt, another guy that's tearing it up, second year in a row. He's killing it. Like, a lot of the running backs last year just killing it. Kamara, Hunt, McCaffrey, just absolutely tearing it up. Fournette's been hurt, unfortunately, but he should be back this week. Hoping to see him play well. But just so many good running backs from that last draft. Hunt started the year at an 89, which was about right. He's now moved up 3 points to a 92. Along with Pat Mahomes, they're really the two main pieces that make that offense go. Along with Tyreek Hill as well. Wide receivers, the big movers. Adam Thielen, of course. What can you say about this guy? He had like 7 or 8 straight games with 100 yards, and he scored a touchdown in almost all of them. There might have been like 1 or 2 that he didn't. He started the year at an 88, which is still very good because he's been good the last couple years. But he's now up 6 overall points to a 94. Catching's up, catching traffic, spec catch, awareness, route running, all of that. He's looking like one of the best receivers in the league. Tyreek Hill, another guy that came into the league, about 3 years ago? I think this is his 3rd year, and he's been really good since day one. He's been a threat since day one, but this year he's kind of taken that next step. You can see he started the year at 87, which was fair, and now he's going up 5 points to 92 overall. He's a 99 speed and 99 excel. He's deserving of it, but those are crazy numbers right there. You don't see that 99 speed, 99 excel thrown around that much anymore. Back in the old Madden, you would have maybe a couple guys with that every year. Now you don't really see that thrown around that much anymore, so that's pretty big. And Tyler Boyd, another one of the big wide receiver movers. He's having a career year. He's just lighting it up. He started the year as a 74 overall, so he's going up 8 overall points to an 82. And much deserving. Him along with AJ Green, they've become one of the better, wide receiver tandems in the league this year. And they have Adam Thielen pictured here again. I think they meant to put Stephon Diggs here. So I'm not sure what his rating is because this is Thielen stuff, but they meant to put Diggs here. But Diggs, obviously another guy that moved up because he is also having a really good year. Now, they have 5 players that have fallen. Marcus Peters, if you've watched any Marcus Peters this year, you've seen him get pretty much torn up. Michael Thomas just went for like a Saints single-game record, like 211 last week, and most of that was on Marcus Peters. The big game-winning 70-yard touchdown on Marcus Peters. He's been giving up a lot of big plays this year. He started the year at an 87, which was fair. Now he's all the way down to an 82, and if he keeps playing like that, he's going to be out of the 80s within the next few weeks. Hopefully, I guess when they get Talib back, that might help him a little bit. He won't have to follow as many number one guys. But yeah, he's really struggling this year for sure. And I think part of that is the scheme. I think they don't really have him playing the way that he is comfortable playing. He's more like sit back and zone, kind of gamble on routes, but they have him playing a lot of man right now, it appears, and it's just not working for him. David Johnson, down to an 88. He started the year at a 93, so that's a pretty big fall. And I don't really think David Johnson has gotten worse. I just think the Cardinals' offense and their coaching has just been so horrendous this year, especially when Mike McCoy was calling the offensive plays. He got fired a couple weeks ago, but just not really using David Johnson to his strengths, not lining him up as a wide receiver nearly enough, not getting him involved in the pass game at all. And when they were running it to him, they were just running him up the middle almost every time. There was not much diversity. It was not much, surprise element. People knew it was coming, and then you pair that with, quarterback play that's not very good because they have rookie. The weapons as far as wide receivers aren't the greatest right now. Fitz is kind of just showing his age, and Kirk is a rookie, and he's still kind of raw. People are just keyed in on David Johnson, and he's having a, not the greatest year because of it. I don't think it's really his fault, but when you're not putting up the numbers, of course, in Madden, your ratings are going to drop, so that hurts. Ezekiel Elliott has actually dropped, which is kind of surprising. I feel like he's had a pretty decent year, and he's another guy in an offensive situation that's similar to David Johnson. It's not nearly as bad, but, quarterback play is not very good. The receiving threat's not very good. He's really the person people key in on, and he's still having, to my knowledge, a pretty good year, but he didn't drop too much. He started the year at 92 at launch. He's down 2 points to a 90. Still an elite running back on the game, but I don't really think he's been having such a bad year. I'd have to maybe dig deeper and look at, what he's done this year. But from what I know, he's still, one of the top guys in the league in yards. And he's seeing stacked boxes, I think, more than any other running back right now. So, not sure. Eli Manning, of course. Yeah, he didn't start the year good to begin with. He was a 76. He's down to a 74. And he's been playing like it. So, no complaints there. Case Keenum, he actually started the year at an 81, which is decent. He's now down to a 77. He had a really, really good year last year with the Vikings. This year so far with the Broncos, not too great. Not the worst. He's not playing the worst in the world, but he's not playing really that great either. He's definitely more bad than good, so that's why he's now down. So that's the biggest ratings changes midway through the year. I'll link this in the description if you want to view it for yourself. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you agree? Do you disagree with any of these? Do you think some people should have been highlighted that weren't highlighted? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, I will see you guys next time.